Speech controls! What? See, everything works with the whoops!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is TFG1 Mike from the Geekcast Radio Network, and before we get into Mission Marvel here on the podcast organization without a cool acronym, I just wanted to let everyone know that because of summer, because I don't have central air in my apartment, nor do I have a portable air conditioner, because that's all the complex allows, they do not allow window units, that this will be the last episode of Pauka until October, November, or December 2021. Hey, you guys waited almost 5 years for us to start Season 3, so I know you can wait a little bit more for us to finish the rest of the podcast, but we are still on track to finish episodes 93 to 104. We will finish before January of 2022. I hope everyone is staying safe. I hope everyone has gotten vaccinated. I hope everyone is still masking up, whether you're vaccinated or not, but especially if you are vaccinated, we still need to be safe and all that good stuff. But yes, Mission Marvel will be the final release for now until our winter vacation. So I hope everyone is enjoying the podcast. I hope new listeners, old listeners, any listeners that listen to this enjoy Michael Wilson and I talking about Disney's Phineas and Ferb. And on with the show. It is time now for us to dig into day 92 of summer with Mission Marvel.
Aunt May! Phineas and Ferb are making a crossover.
Yeah, we are.
Hello and welcome to episode 92 of Pauka, brought to you by the Geekcast Radio Network. I am one of your hosts, TFG1 Mike. Joining me, as always, is the broadcast-friendly Pecan Court Michael.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going. He got a new headset, folks, finally. So we can just stop talking and having outtakes about his old broken-ass piece of crap that he used to have.
It was like tied together with chewing gum.
Tape. You chewing gum?
No.
Yeah.
I use electrical tape because it has more of a give to it. But yeah, same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Today is the 92nd day of summer, and this means it is the day that the GCRN gets back to our cartoon review podcast for 2021, Phineas and Ferb. Michael, are you ready to hero up and check in with the podcast organization without a cool acronym?
Excelsior!
I know you've met the man, may the man rest in peace, but you are no Stan Lee.
That was my best shot, honestly. I thought I did a pretty good job. I've been practicing.
Practice harder. We have 12 days left of the podcast as of this recording, and tonight, tomorrow, whenever you find people are listening to this, whenever I eventually get it edited and online, we are talking about Phineas and Ferb Mission Marvel, because, you know, Disney bought Marvel.
Is a synergy involved here?
When did Disney buy Marvel?
Oh, I don't remember. Like 2000. I don't remember.
I don't remember either, but God, when did? Oh wow!
They bought Star
Holy
Wars.
Crap! Yeah, no.
Is it like
2009. Wow, it's.
You know what? I was gonna say 2008, but I thought that was way too close to Iron Man.
Yeah, that was way too close to Iron Man.
2009. That's
yeah.
Iron Man 2.
Yep.
There.
Iron Man 2 was 2010. 2009. I don't think they had a movie in 2009 because Incredible Hulk doesn't count. Anyway, the only reason why it counts is because of the little after credit scene they put in there. Anyway, the reason why I asked is because I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, really? When did they buy Marvel? Disney Channel US premiere, August 16th of 2013 for this, and the XD US premiere was August 25th of 2013. And I'm like, 2013, did Disney really own Marvel then? Yup, they did.
Hi,
Hi, guys. How are the asteroid waves?
They were totally cranking, dude.
He called me dude.
We're about to take the module down. Are we cleared for landing?
One moment.
All clear. Hey, where's Perry?
So this is 5 acts. Iron Man, Spider-Man, Hulk, and Thor stand powerless after being struck by Dr. Doofenshmirtz's power draininator invention. Once the supervillains, Red Skull, Whiplash, Venom, and MODOK find out that Dr. Doofenshmirtz is responsible for robbing the superheroes of their powers, they seek him out and together create mayhem in Danville. Meanwhile, Phineas and Ferb do everything they can to restore the superheroes' powers before the evil villains take over the world. Candace tries to help out, but her actions do more harm than good, which causes a rift between her and Phineas. Lord.
Yeah, that was kind of forced, I think. But we'll get to that.
Yeah. So, superheroes. You've met a lot of superheroes.
I have. In many ways.
Specifically, conventions and cosplay and things like that. You always used to talk about going to C2E2 and having your boys stand next to somebody who's in a Spider-Man suit and that kind of stuff.
I mean, there's conventions, and then there's also like trips to Disney World, because now they have all the heroes there too. Some of the best costumes I've seen. Better than cosplay, right? Are walking around the streets greeting people in Disney World. And Universal, for that matter.
Very cool, very cool. This is another 1 hour special. Technically, 45 minutes or so if you watch on Disney Plus.
I saw they split it up into 5 parts, and I'm like, each one's 9 minutes long?
No, so on Disney Plus, they have one specific listing for the 45-minute special, and then they have 2 parts. Oh, no, they did split it up into 4, didn't they? Ooh.
Well, I mean, technically, it's 2 episodes.
Yeah, technically it is
2-minute episodes, right?
2, yeah, so, yeah.
Okay. Each episode is generally 2 parts. And when you're watching the full length of 45-minute version, right, on Disney Plus, you can clearly see where the commercial or where the in-between cuts are.
Well, yeah, I mean, thankfully this time they didn't reference it. Oh, great. A commercial break joke.
Well, sometimes it was just like they faded out.
Yeah.
They fade back. And I was like, well, that's not jarring at all.
Yeah. So we start with Phineas and Ferb in the gang out in space, and they're doing some sort of weird Star Trek thing.
They're surfing asteroids.
Yes.
Actually, I think that's the name of the song. We start out immediately with the surfing asteroid song.
Yep, we do.
It's a catchy surf rock song, but I feel like I missed an opportunity here. I could have started the show with "You Bet Your Asteroids." That's not Marvel enough, but it would have been better. Yeah, better than my Stan Lee impersonation. But we skipped the intro. We didn't get the regular episode intro. We got
Aunt May, Phineas and Ferb are making a special. Yeah, we are.
I almost recognized the Spider-Man voice from the
Bell.
From the Disney XD animated series.
Mm-hmm.
But I can only pick out the best Spider-Man, which is Dan Gilvezan. Well, you can always pick. You can always be like, "Hey, I hear Dan."
Yeah, but really, honestly, the best Spider-Man voice was Christopher Daniel Barnes from the '94 series. Anyway,
You're gonna have to put a clip in there. I don't remember that one.
Seriously, really?
Go look it up, man.
I know what it is. I did not realize that. Oh, of course.
Dan Gilvezan being the best Spider-Man?
No,
I knew that.
No.
I think everybody knows that.
We were talking about the song Surfing Asteroids.
Yes. Serpent ass. That just sounds awful.
Yeah, it does. And down here in the allusions on the amazing Phineas and Ferb wiki, Star Trek. In the song, Surfing Asteroids, outer space is referred to as the final frontier, like the famous opening narration from the classic sci-fi TV series. And then I just look down further and I'm like, how is there a Charlie Sheen allusion in this episode?
There isn't. They're stretching it.
No, there is. There really is, because it's not that hard to get a Charlie Sheen reference in. It's when Doofenshmirtz is like, all right, awesome, I'm winning.
Sigh.
He says.
I'm sure more people than Charlie Sheen use that.
Not to the infamous aspects that Charlie Sheen used it.
Yeah, I guess at the time he was kind of being a little over the top.
A little? Really?
The whole lawsuit thing going on. He was trying to distract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been exiled from Hollywood ever since, I think.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't follow his career. Sure.
I used to before he was a raving lunatic, and even then he sometimes was a raving lunatic.
Yeah. Well, Hollywood dynasties. What are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
You can power drain them.
Yes.
The power drain-inator.
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. Struggle all you want, Perry Platypus. You're not getting out of that. It's hydraulic. I don't know if you're aware of this, but my brother Roger is the mayor. All right, I may have touched upon the subject from time to time, but I figured why not mention it again just for clarity. Anyway, that job gives him all these cool mayoral powers. So I created the Power Draininator to drain all his powers into this canister, and then I, Heinz Doofenshmirtz, get to wield them. Just think, I will have the power to raise taxes, pass legislation, and even cut the ceremonial ribbon at openings, where I'll finally be able to use these. You like them? I got them at a garage sale. Oh, see, that's one of those hydraulic lines that goes to your... Ah, come on. One kick and you destroy my Inator? And what, you're just going to thwart and run? I thought this was going to be a special extended episode.
37? Try not to lose any powers on your way to the parking lot.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. This special, I don't know what it is about this one.
It's the Stan Lee cameo.
Well, yes, that is amazing.
The Stan Lee cameo that made me cry a little bit because.
Yeah, me too, because he's no longer here.
Yeah, I mean, and it was right up front. You can't miss it. He's the hot dog mender. He makes several appearances. He will be missed.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, he is missed every day.
Oh, and he narrates a little bit somewhere.
In the beginning, I think. Yeah.
He narrates in the middle, I think somewhere around Act 3.
Yep.
It's kind of like what he used to do during Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Yep.
Where Danny Gilvezan was Spider-Man.
Yes.
Some might say the best Spider-Man.
Uh-huh. The future.
What other voices did we recognize? We recognize Fred Tatasciore as the Hulk.
Yep.
He's always the Hulk.
Nowadays, yeah.
It's just like Steve Bloom is Wolverine.
Yep.
Just why didn't we get a Wolverine? Should have got a Wolverine.
That's
Steve Bloom
X-Men.
should have been in this.
I don't think Marvel had, even though Disney owned Marvel at the time, I don't know if Marvel had some of the X-Men rights back, because I'm pretty sure in 2013 we did not have any X films. I could be wrong.
It's odd that Spider-Man was in there. I mean, Spider-Man was a Marvel cartoon, but Sony owned the movie rights.
That's it for you, creep. Ooh, can I web them up?
Yeah, but you also had other Spider-Man cartoons that were on Disney at the time, so
yeah.
I don't know.
All right, man.
It's all kinds of weird, but now Disney owns everything.
They don't own spacesuits that you can poop in. Oh, wait a minute. They do. Yeah. Phineas and Ferb can poop inside their spacesuits, even though Baljeet doesn't want to.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why you're bringing that up, but okay.
I'm bringing it up because there's a particular point I'm trying to make.
Okay.
Iron Man regrets his second cup of coffee after being locked in the Iron Man suit.
Uh-huh.
This to me seems like a design oversight. Like, if kids in space can poop inside their suit, there's absolutely no reason why Iron Man shouldn't be able to poop in his suit. What if he gets locked in there? What if his power should go off and then he? Oh wait, if his power goes off, technically he dies, right?
No.
The power isn't there just to power the suit. It's there to pull that little shard of shrapnel away from his heart so he doesn't die.
Yes, but by Iron Man 3 he fixed that. There's a lot in the Iron Man continuity that he eventually fixes that. So it's not keeping him alive anymore. It's just powering the suit.
Did
and I
Iron
think
Man 3 come out before this came out? I mean, let's put this in historical context here.
Okay, really? You really want me to go down this road?
You're just going to sit and read the wiki anyways.
No, I'm not going to read the wiki, but I'm going to look up the damn date of when. I know Iron Man 3 came out in 2013. I don't know when. What did I say this?
This came out in 2013.
Yeah, exactly. Release date.
Maybe this happened after or before Extremis. Or after Extremis.
Say, Jarvis, is it that time?
The house party protocol, sir?
Correct.
Iron Man 3 was Extremis. May 3rd, 2013 is Iron Man. This was television debut. Oh my god, I have to scroll so far up for this. August of 2013. So yeah, Iron Man had already been out. So yes, technically
it's canon.
In Iron Man's lore, yes, the arc reactor that he built in the cave was meant to keep him alive. By the time of Iron Man 3 in the Marvel Cinematic Universe...
Of course, there are people who say progress is dangerous. But I'll bet none of those idiots ever had to live with a chest full of shrapnel. And now, neither will I. Let me tell you, that was the best sleep I'd had in years.
He had found a workaround to get an arc reactor, to get the shrapnel out, because he even says in Iron Man...
Extremis.
Yeah, exactly. All of that,
right.
Yeah.
All right. So this wasn't foreshadowing of what would eventually happen in Endgame.
No, not at all. So speaking of 2013 and Marvel and/or X-Men films, The Wolverine was released 1 month before this in 2013, and then between when this airs, there was X-Men First Class in 2011 and X-Men Days of Future Past in 2014. So technically, The Wolverine is the only movie in 2013, so that's probably why Wolverine wasn't in this, because Hugh Jackman was too busy with his own actual film.
Why would they have Hugh Jackman play Wolverine in a cartoon? That's clearly Steve Bloom's domain.
I'm just saying.
Maybe they felt that Wolverine was overdone at that point, and they just couldn't do it. Because remember, Steve Bloom was playing Wolverine in several cartoons during the same time period.
Yes.
Superhero Squad.
Remember? Yeah,
awesome.
I have clips from that.
All right.
Or didn't you like about this one?
Oh, I liked a lot of stuff. I liked I liked the voice actors. I like Charlie Adler in particular, who's played the MODOK.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's channeling Tarantulas here, but I know he didn't play Tarantulas. He played Starscream in several things.
Yep.
The wiki says Danny Trejo is Venom.
Yep, he was.
He's doing this weird Venom voice, and I don't like it. I mean, it's not that I don't like Danny Trejo, but if you have Danny Trejo on your team, just let him do his own voice. He's got a great voice. His voice, he's got slightly like Hispanic accent, but it works. It's an awesome voice. He's got. It's kind of like Mr. T almost. You hear it and you're like, oh my god, that's Mr. T. That guy's gonna kick my ass. I think that's what you want out of a Venom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're reading again. Stop it.
Well, what you really want out of a Venom is, a Bane. That's what you want out of a Venom. You want Venom to break Spider-Man's back, just like Bane breaks Batman's back.
I want Venom to eat Spider-Man's brain.
Ew.
If you go back into Amazing Spider-Man like 298 and 299 where they introduce him, he's that's his thing. He's like, I want to eat your brain. And it's like, well, you don't want him to eat Spider-Man's brain, so of course he's gotta win over his nemesis.
Yeah.
And it's literally his nemesis. It's like, you know, the muscular black Spider-Man suit with teeth. Anyway, but yeah, it looks like they got the voice cast from Marvel's Avengers Assemble, which was on Disney XD at the time, you know, to reprise their roles.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, that's nice that they had that crossover with the voice actors. I mean, they didn't try to get like celebrity voices in there, which would have been awful.
Yeah, but no, Charlie Adler as MODOK is really awesome, and
yeah,
Fred Tatasciore as Hulk. I mean, you know,
he is the Hulk.
He is the Hulk.
He's a more subdued Hulk here, right?
Yeah, he's not really hulking out. I mean, because part of this is like Baljeet gets to Hulk out, and hey, guess what we get to talk about one more time?
What's that?
Baljeet and Buford and their friendship. They specifically say in this, oh, I just wanted my best friend. But Buford says to Baljeet, I just wanted my best friend back. And then he makes Baljeet mad again, and Baljeet beats him up. So technically, the frenemies thing works.
I think there was a missed opportunity here. I was kind of hoping for, the sun's getting real low, big guy. that was not to be.
Wow. You are cruel.
I know. Oh, I renamed my house. It is now the secret hideout for emergency defense.
Oh, God.
Otherwise called the Shed.
And Candace is all but useless in this entire thing.
I think she gets a bad rap here because she's just trying to help. In fact, there's a whole song about how she's just trying to help.
Ferb, I know we're gonna
All right, boys and girls, listen up. Mom's on a walking tour of Danville, and Dad's tinkering in the basement, so I'm in charge. That means no shenanigans. Hey, Spider-Man. So I'll be over at Stacy's all day.
Sup?
Greetings, fair young maiden.
It's superheroes in our kitchen.
Candace is gonna go lie down for a while.
Heroes.
That's it. Just breathe.
Thor, Hulk, Iron Man.
They're only superheroes.
Super.
Yes, there is a whole horrible song, but it's one of the
horrible. Why is it horrible?
Because she's not helping. She's only hindering the progress.
And Isabella's hindering as well?
No. Isabella's always helpful. But
so Candace and Isabella get to sing together.
I think, is this the first time?
No, they've sung together before, but I think this is just an added treat on top of all the superhero goodness we're getting here. And their song is about misogyny and how women are downplayed in the fandom.
Yeah.
That's exactly what a toxic male fanboyism. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You're not being a toxic male fanboy, are you?
No, I'm not.
Say you didn't like the song.
I like the song when Isabella is singing.
So you don't hate women, you just hate Candace.
Yeah. I mean,
all right.
I wouldn't have married a woman if I didn't. Well, then again, we had to get divorced. But anyway, that's a whole other story. Speaking of the songs, Horse in a Bookcase makes another appearance.
I know, they got canceled after 17 seasons. Was it 7 seasons? I don't remember. I never watched that show.
I don't know. And
My Evil Buddies and Me.
My Evil Buddies and Me, yeah.
That was kind of funny. I like how, you have these evil bad guys who are really evil, like destroy the world evil, like take over the universe evil.
Yep.
And they're just like walking around town doing misdemeanors on Doof's direction.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part of that song was when MODOK saw the giant floating baby head go down the street.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That made me laugh. I laughed so hard.
That was so cool.
Made room for the giant floating baby head.
Well, of course. I mean, we're at season 4 at this point. They gotta,
I liked that. Oh, but yeah, back to Candace. I thought she was just trying to help. She didn't mean to blow up the machinery. she didn't mean to mess up, but I think that the reaction from Phineas was so uncharacteristic. It was so. I mean, I think the only other time we've seen him like raise his voice to someone is in the second Invention movie.
Yep, it is the only other time.
Yeah, I don't want your stinking pamphlet, you know.
Yeah.
And here he's not just like, you know, he's on a prolonged rant toward Candace, who is just trying to help, and he's like, "You don't know what you're doing. You can't name 7 superheroes. You know, you know, get out of here. You don't know the first episode, your first comic appearance of Wolverine. You're not a real fangirl. Get out of here." You know, and I feel bad for Candace in this regard. This is how you get supervillains, right? You take a well-meaning person and you treat them like garbage when they're just trying to help, and then you get the giraffe girl, who's
yeah, but the Dame Giraffe was kind of lame.
That's right. I love that.
And honestly, we've seen Candace go quote unquote evil before. I mean, she went emo, she went goth. She's done all these things that are outside of vampires, goth, same damn thing. You know, she's done all this uncharacteristic stuff, and it just never sticks. She's always ends up turning back,
pushing her in that direction. It's like, you want danger giraffes? This is how you get danger giraffes.
No. She still has that that overwhelming sense to bust her brothers or date Jeremy, no matter what she's doing.
That's core to her character, and they're staying true to her core character. You know who they're not staying true to? Phineas.
Well, you know what? Phineas is so positive in all 3,000 episodes of this show. He's always the positive one. He always looks on the bright side. He has to have at least 1 or 2 moments where he just breaks down. Like in Summer Belongs to You. A sponge and a starfish. What the hell are we going to do with these things? Besides watch Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, all it takes is one bad day for a positive person to just become the Joker.
I suppose. I'm not sure if I agree with that, but yeah. Anyway, so all our superheroes get their powers taken away. They get their ass handed to them. And they're saved by Howard the Duck.
Or Ducky Momo, yeah.
Ducky Momo. I love the Ducky Momo appearance.
Yeah, that was
Ducky Momo Superhero Desu! That Japanese style. I love it.
That was cool.
Yeah, so we get Howard the Duck. Spider-Man even says, "You think that was Howard the Duck?"
Mm-hmm.
All right, and here's since you're reading the wiki right now.
No, I'm not.
The Howard the Duck movie was not mentioned in the wiki at all.
Really?
How do they have they stretched like hell for Star Trek. They stretched like hell for some of these other illusions, and they like Silver Surfer. Really? They were on surfboards in space, but you're going to call this all right, fine. But they didn't mention the Howard the Duck movie. And they literally called it out. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, I lied. Never mind. They did. Howard the Duck. Spider-Man believes the masked beaver duck to be this Marvel character. I didn't see that.
See? It's right friggin' now. Okay, folks. Look.
My apologies.
I have read Wiki before, and I have been looking at certain things so I can mention them, but I didn't misread the Wiki and not. It's right there. It's as yellow and as plain on the nose on your face.
It says Howard the Duck right there.
Why would they not? Wow.
I don't know.
Briefly.
It's right there next to the Incredible Hulk TV series that I was going to reference later. But that music, do 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 do, sad lonely piano music, do 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 do.
Lou Ferrigno forever.
Yeah. See, after my colossal misspoken line there, I'm just gonna walk away to the sad piano music.
So
glance over my shoulder periodically to make sure everyone's still glaring at me. Do 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 do. Yeah. Candace walks away to the sad David Banner piano music.
Yeah. In My Evil Buddies and Me, and I did not realize this, but I guess I should have. I kind of thought they were aiming for another band, but there's 3 of them and not 4. So, but the Lovin' Spoonful lookalikes reappear in My Buddies and Me. They were also in My Nemesis and Perfect Day. This is basically the unnamed pop trio. Yeah. One has light brown hair, one has dark brown hair, and one has blonde hair. If there was a 4th guy there, I would have said that was the Beatles, but it's not.
I didn't realize they were going for a Loving Spoonful homage there.
That's what the My Evil Buddies and Me Wikipedia page says for Phineas and Ferb wiki. So,
that's interesting. I thought they were. Criminy, I can't remember the name of the band now. I remember.
The Monkees.
No, not it's some 60s mod type thing, but I thought it was the band. We're getting the band back together.
Oh, Love Handle.
Yeah, I thought it was Love Handle.
No, that's definitely not Love Handle. No.
60s clothes, you know.
If they were gonna have Love Handle, you would definitely hear Danny and Swampy and Bobby. Bobby, Swampy. Yeah, Love Handle. Sadly, that might actually make me take a point away from this. Love Handle was nowhere in this special.
Totally should have been.
Mm-hmm. And neither is Vanessa. Vanessa's not in here at all either, so that doesn't make it a 5 at all.
Well,
can't give it a 5 if Vanessa's not here.
There's no Vanessa. You can't give it a 5. It's not fair. Not fair to other shows that might have been 5s, except for their blatant lack of Vanessa.
I mean, technically Norm's here, so I guess he could get a 5 on that basis, but he's only cleaning up the stuff.
Yeah. You know what we do have?
What?
We have a Baljeet.
Yeah, we have a hulking Baljeet.
A Hulkjeet.
Hulkjeet, yeah.
Hulkjeet. And the super duck with the beaver tail. I love the super duck. Like Howard the Duck. I love it. Did you ever see the Howard the Duck movie?
A long ass time ago.
Oh man, it's so bad.
Yeah, I know it's bad. That's why I've never watched it ever since.
It was really bad.
Hey, Baljeet! I'm so happy that I found you. I worry about you, you know, because you're my best friend.
Thanks, Buford. I did not like being an angry monster.
I'm glad, because you weren't very good at it anyway.
Really? I think I was actually quite terrifying.
Oh, come on. You're totally green. No pun intended. For example, when you grab somebody's shirt to lift them up,
hey,
you gotta twist it first, and then you yell really loud.
Do not yell at Baljeet like that!
Okay, the throwing was good, but when you grabbed my shirt, you didn't twist. I swear, it's like in one ear and right out the other.
All right. So we have Red Skull, who's actually going to destroy the tri-state area. Like, these guys are really evil. Like,
yeah,
not just like Doof evil, but evil. Like, I'm going to destroy actual homes and a town, a city, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Doof makes questionable innators, and we've had this conversation before, but he's not interested in hurting people or destroying entire towns.
Yeah, no, he's not a super villain. He's just a villain. He's just a nemesis. That's the difference between nemesis and villain, is that Nemesi aren't exactly super evil geniuses.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. In the end, he ends up helping.
Yep.
If only by destroying the crashed Phineas Head space station.
Yep.
His disintegrator. You know, it's like case in point. He's got a ray gun that disintegrates things.
Yeah.
And he doesn't use it to, like, you know, destroy the tri-state area. You know, he uses it for just completely inane, stupid thing. Child PG approved weird shenanigans, let's say. That's the best you could call it. You call it a shenanigan.
So, what I find interesting about this is that when Doof goes and depowers the superheroes.
Yeah.
And it bounces off the Phineas and Ferb space station.
Okay.
And then it hits them. And it takes their powers away. The plot that they decided to go with was, let us remake your powers, but let us mix them up. So Hulk has Spider-Man, Thor has whoever, whatever. But,
I don't think he did that on purpose.
Well, no. But what I'm saying is, where I thought this was going to go was when I first saw it back in 2013, and when I watched it now, I thought they were going to. So there's we got Spider-Man, Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, and do we have a fifth one? Who else is in this? If there were
America, no Black Widow.
No. Well,
no
Black
Wolverine.
Widow,
We mentioned
Black Widow's coming soon.
Tomorrow.
I was going to say by now Black Widow will be out by the time this gets online. Sadly, I don't have the extra $30. I can't wait to see when it actually does hit Disney Plus.
It'll another month. It'll come on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I know. So my point is, like, if let's say there are 5 heroes, and there are 5 kids. There's Phineas, Ferb, Baljeet, Buford, and Isabella.
Yeah.
5 superpowers, 5 kids. So if you take the superpowers away from the superheroes and I thought they were going to give them to the kids. Like, that's where I thought this was going to go.
Oh.
But it didn't. And I was like, really? The powers are just stuck up in the satellite, and that's how we find them at the end. I'm like,
he just rolls them down the.
Yeah, he just rolls it. Like,
power up, guys.
Like it's a barrel of toxic waste or something. I'm like, huh? I don't know.
What's the opposite of toxic waste? It's like a barrel of beneficial waste something.
I don't know. I have no clue.
I don't know either. But, I mean, it's like they get their powers back at the most opportune time, which is about 5 minutes before the episode ends.
Right, yeah.
And there's this lopsided trashing that comes afterwards. I would almost say the word was in my head a second ago, but it was like one-sided trashing.
One side red.
One side red. It was a slaughter, let's say.
Yeah.
It's a slaughter.
Yeah.
It was like you have these really powerful bad guys, but they're just way outmatched. You've got Thor, who is a god, right?
Yep.
And you've got the Hulk, who is literally invulnerable, and his only problem is possibly that psychotic anger, and not being able to focus on stuff. And you got Iron Man, and it's like they're not dealing with like a Doctor Doom here.
Yeah, no.
They got Venom and MODOK, and any one of those guys probably could have taken, well, with the exception of possibly Spider-Man, but any one of those guys could have taken the whole team.
I mean, I was half expecting the Centurion armor to show up because, hello, you have Whiplash here, and the last time Whiplash was used was in Iron Man 2, but it is what it is, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked it. It was good. It was okay. It was not, oh my god, I need to watch this a million times. Like, this is, like, literally, I watched this once back in 2013 when it aired on television, and I watched it twice now to make sure I got everything that I could possibly get out of it. So.
Okay, well, sure. Possibly the best part, Ducky Momo was the hero after all. And he would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was no Scooby-Doo reference. However, there is a...
Oh, but the wiki said there was. Wait a minute, I did read that one.
Was it really?
Yeah, the last one, Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? The end credits scene is a parody of a typical unmasked.
The end credits scene. Yeah.
So many
stretches.
Oh, that might have been a bit of a stretch because Scooby-Doo is kind of iconic, and the only thing that would make Phineas and Ferb better in the long run possibly would be Velma. We'll have to settle for Vanessa, I guess.
Yeah, but except
or conversely, having a Vanessa on the Scooby Gang might make it better. I'd have to see it in action to really know.
That probably would make it better.
Yeah, I'd watch that. I'd watch the hell out of
that. Yeah. So we also have, and I'm glad I can do this, and this is not me looking at the wiki, but this is me looking at IMDb because I recognized his name. Sure. Peter Stormer or Stormeyer, or however he says his last name.
He did not get a link on the wiki. I couldn't see what he was in.
He should have, because everybody pretty much knows this guy.
Tell me.
He is the guy who was Alexei in Bad Boys 2 from 2003. So he was the guy who was drunk on the he's playing a drunk Russian essentially in that movie. But he was also the more famous version of himself. He was Lev Andropov in Armageddon. He was the Russian cosmonaut in Armageddon.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew I recognized his voice and his name, and I was like, is that the guy from Yup. Love that guy. Love him. He's awesome.
That's funny, because I thought he did a good Russian.
Yeah.
And, better than... criminy. Who was that? The guy who played the wrestler.
Mickey O'Rourke.
Mickey Rourke, yeah. He had a much better Russian accent than Mickey Rourke.
Yeah. He's actually Swedish. Peter Stormer.
Oh.
Yeah. But still. No, I knew I recognized his name, and I was like, wait a minute. Because in Armageddon, he has in Armageddon and to a lesser extent in Bad Boys 2, his characters that he gets to play in those two films are so memorable that it's just one of those things that I just remember that guy all the time.
That's funny.
Anything else you want to say about Mission Marvel?
One last thing before I give it the rating. In the end, Phineas apologizes to Candace for being uncharacteristically angry.
Yeah, and she needs to apologize to him for all the crap she pulled.
Well, but I mean, again, she's true to her nature here. I'm going to bust my brothers, and I'm going to date Jeremy, and those are her two main focuses. Versus here, where she's just trying to help, and she doesn't have the experience of being able to help build these innators like all the other kids do every day. But when she tries, she comes short, and she gets chastised for it unfairly. But honestly, I would have been upset if he hadn't, taken her aside and said, "Look, I'm sorry. I'm poorly written."
Oh, stop it! It's
they had these other writers come in from the Avengers Assemble, and now suddenly I'm a douchebag. I'm sorry. It's not my fault.
It's not their fault either. Anyway.
I just heard a quote yesterday from Stan Lee, and Stan Lee says, I have all these people who are asking me who would win in a fight. Would the Hulk win in the fight? Would Thor win in a fight? Would the Thing win in a fight? He's like, and you know what the fact is? The fact is the guy who's going to win in the fight is the one that the writer wants to win.
Yeah.
If the writer wants Thor to win, Thor's going to win. If the writer wants the Thing to win, Thing is going to win. It doesn't matter about, well, he's got this power and this guy's got this power. And this guy could beat this guy, because the powers are different. But the thing is, it's whoever the writer wants to win. So when I'm looking at this episode and I'm seeing shortcomings and problems, I'm looking directly at the writers.
Right.
And this little rant I meant to talk about later. It's gonna come into play in a minute when I give my review.
Okay. For me, I give it a 3.5.
What? It's a double episode. It's got like 5 songs.
I don't care.
It's got Ducky Momo. It's got Norm.
Ducky Momo does not equal a 5. Vanessa equals a 5.
Momo superhero death. I love Ducky Momo.
No, that does nothing for me.
All right.
So
it's got Avengers Assemble voices.
You know what? I still have not seen that whole show.
I've only seen a few of them, but it's not bad. I mean, they tried really hard to do some cool, Kree stuff and like Marvel. Yeah. I thought it was really well done.
Are you talking about Avengers Assemble, or are you talking about Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes?
That's a good question.
So Avengers Earth's Mightiest
XD had a lot of series, and I get them mixed up.
Yeah,
I didn't watch them all the way through. I got bits and pieces of a bunch of them, just enough to recognize some of the voices.
And now that we have all this content on Disney Plus, I can go back and watch it. But I never actually ever watched Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, because at the time this is a side thing, folks. This is a rant of mine. I don't like watching stuff on television. Like having to wait a week. I don't like. No. That's not no.
Oh, okay. You're talking about like regular TV.
I don't like watching stuff on television. I don't want
to wait a week in between episodes.
I have to have the control of the content. I'm like Candace. I'm a control freak. I want control of my damn content. So when Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes was airing in 2009 or so, 2010, I believe. Anyway. Yeah. I never.
So when Netflix comes back and says, "Are you still watching Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes?" and you're like, "Heck yeah, I'm watching Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Let me."
Well, the good thing is
flow through this to the very end.
Well, the good thing is it's on Disney Plus, because Disney owns Marvel and Disney has Disney Plus now, so we don't have to worry about whether it's on
Disney
Netflix.
Plus have that thing that pops up and says maybe you should breathe, possibly bathe.
No, thankfully they don't.
Netflix is like, hey, maybe eat something, maybe take a little break.
I am eating something.
I know that bottle of Mountain Dew next to you isn't really full of Mountain Dew. You should step away from the television.
Wow.
Disney doesn't stop you and remind you to take care of yourself?
Yeah, no, they don't. They're an evil corporation with mouse heads. I mean, why would they do that? So again, we're recording this July 8th, 2021. And they are preparing for Black Widow's release on Disney Plus and whatever else. They have updated their sliders on this, and they now have the Black Widow collection page of all the films that she appears in, plus the Marvel Legends thing, because they have a little special. That's what I love about Disney Plus, is they have this series called Marvel Legends. They have episodes on Wanda, Vision, Falcon, Winter Soldier, Zemo, Sharon Carter, Loki, the Tesseract, and now Black Widow.
Oh, this is Sharon Carter?
Yeah.
Is a Sharon Carter series on Disney Plus now?
No. That's Agent Carter you're thinking of. That's Peggy.
Damn it. All right.
These are just like catch-up.
Sharon Carter.
These are just catch-up spotlight episodes to get those that are uninitiated or those that may not have ever watched.
It's a catch-up.
Yeah.
Understand the character.
Right. So they have the Black Widow collection now, and they've changed all of the sliders and all of the movie images for Iron Man 2, Avengers, Captain America, Civil War, or Captain America: First Avenger. What's the other one? Avengers, the second Avengers movie, Ultron, Civil War, and then the two Avengers films, Infinity War and Endgame, to all be Black Widow posters. Like all of her appearances of how she appears, it's basically her logo, the Widow Spider, and then various images of ScarJo in the various ways she appeared in each one of those films. So it's like, hey, let's make all of these films all about ScarJo when they're technically not all about her.
Yeah. Why do you hate women?
I don't. I'm just saying. No,
you should be celebrating this. You should be like,
I think it is cool, but it's. I'm like, wait, these films aren't just about her though. Like, I don't know.
No, it's not just about her. But the thing is, her movie, Black Widow movie, should have came out 10 years ago, maybe.
I don't disagree with that.
Before Avengers, maybe shortly before Avengers, we should have had that movie.
I don't disagree with that. However, my thing is, because they're doing the whole prequel thing with this movie, like the Avengers before she hit the Avengers, and we're finally gonna find out what the fuck is going on in Budapest. Finally.
You think?
That's as far as I know.
Maybe they'll talk about it.
Anyway, so here's the thing. I am on the Black Widow page.
Yeah.
If people want to stream it early with Disney Premiere, it's $30, like every other Disney Premiere access thing was. However, for us normies that just want to watch it and who already pay for Disney Plus, it will be available October 6th, 2021 to all Disney Plus subscribers.
Oh, you gotta wait till October?
That's not bad.
I don't know, man. That's a long time to wait. I'm sure
you'll plop down the $30. Yeah,
I'm going to pay for it. Yeah. You know, I just had this conversation, and my family, we're going to go to IMAX, and we're going to spend $15, $12 to $15 a ticket. We're going to have popcorn, which is $10. We're going to have slushies, which are $10 each, right? We're going to spend $100 to go to the damn theater. Because there's 4 of us, and it's IMAX, and there's recliners, and it's nice. But or alternatively, I could watch it at home on my 85-inch screen with my comfy chair with lumbar support, and a beer, and probably pizza, and like good deep dish ordered in pizza from like Lou Malnati's or something. And
why you want to eat casserole? That's not deep dish. That's pizza casserole is what Lou Malnati's is.
It's a pie, and I love it.
That ain't no pie. That's a damn pizza casserole.
It's a flavored casserole pie. I love it.
Anyway. Yeah, no.
That to me, that doesn't seem like a waste of $30.
No, it doesn't for someone like you who is married with 2 children and you're a family of 4 and you can order in the pizza, you can rent the movie for $30. No, that's fine. For someone
like some
me,
incel fanboy at home living
in
his basement, then probably $30 seems like a lot to watch a movie. But
first of all, I'm poor. The government keeps me poor. Second of all, Karen, I don't think has any interest. So it's like, why am I can just wait. And if I need to know what the plot of the movie is about a week after it's released, I can just read it on Wikipedia and I'll be fine.
Well, honestly, what is a substitute here? Go back and watch Lucy from 2014.
The hell is that?
It's a ScarJo action movie that arguably should have been.
Cool. Yeah, I just posted the other day. I said the only ScarJo movie besides what she's done in the MCU. The first and only ScarJo movie I ever saw was 1990 something. I forget when it was. 95 maybe. The film adaptation of Nicholas Evans's The Horse Whisperer. She played the daughter Grace in that. It's a very, very young Scarlett Johansson, like 10-year-old Scarlett Johansson. I'm like, holy crap.
Jeez.
Yeah, wow. Black Widow grew up.
Black Widow grew up. Did you watch Ghost in the Shell from 2017?
No.
They totally whitewashed that character. Major Kusanagi should not have been ScarJo, but she looks very good in the movie. After watching it, I can't complain.
All right, what are you going to rate this one?
Oh, all right, hold on. I'm going to give it a 5. Just wait here. Hold on. I like it because it takes the superhero genre and it kind of grabs it by the head and gives it nuggies. Nuggy. They're not taking themselves seriously, and this is a nice change.
Yeah.
But I feel like they could have been better, though. I mean, I'm almost like, well, there's no Vanessa, so I can't give it a 5. I'm going to have to give it a 4.5 or maybe a 4. Because we're used to seeing great lines and great superhero moments in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, every movie, and even like if you watch Loki right now, you probably haven't because it's coming out every week instead of all at once.
No, I refuse.
Yeah, if you watch Loki, like every 5 minutes, there's a great line, there's a great visual. It's like the cinematography is dead on, the writing is dead on, the acting is dead on. It's all amazing. Yeah. We're so blown away by it here at my house. And you know, when you're used to that, and you go and you turn around and you watch something like this crossover event, it seems a bit of a letdown, especially from these particular characters who we've seen in Avengers. We just watched, not Endgame. We just watched one of the movies, right? Maybe the original Avengers. And the band. No, we did watch that one, but the one I'm specifically referring to that we saw the other day was Age of Ultron.
Okay.
And they're all having the after party, right? And they're all sitting around, and then everyone's trying to lift Thor's hammer. There's this chemistry, there's this camaraderie between the main characters, and they're all fantastic. Each one has great lines, each one has memorable scenes. And then you see this with Phineas and Ferb, and you're like, this could have been written better. This could have been, I expect it to be on par with what I'm seeing in live action. And maybe that's unfair. I guess I should be comparing the animated with the animated versions instead of the live versions. I don't know. In lieu of that, maybe I'm being unfair in my grading. I'm still going to give it a 5. I'm waffling on this, though.
You're crazy.
How so? Because I gave it a 5, or because
No, because of the 5. It does not deserve a 5. 3.5 is not a bad grade, folks. Out of 5.
It's not a bad grade, but again, I enjoyed this one. I liked it. I liked the fact that they had these characters. They were staying as true to the characters, at least the animated version, the Marvel animated, Avengers animated versions, as they could be. And again, I've watched those shows, the animated shows. The writing is awful. It's just bad. They're literally pulling storylines from comic books and rewriting them for television. Possibly they got maybe 2-3 days on the deadline to do it, and it shows. But again, I'm holding them to a higher standard because I'm used to seeing the live action version.
Yeah. Every time there's a new Iron Man animated anything, I'm like, ooh, is RDJ gonna do the voice? Because that would be awesome.
Oh, it's cartoons.
I know, but I'm just saying it would be awesome. But anyway.
It would be awesome. Well, and again, you don't have them bringing in celebrity voices to do these. You're not looking at MCU characters. You're looking at, and maybe that answers my question. The sheer fact that they didn't get the movie people to come in. You don't have Mark Ruffalo playing the Hulk.
Yeah.
You have Fred Tatasciore. And honestly, I love Fred. I think he's amazing. I love Hulk. I love what he does with other properties. He's iconic in Overwatch as Soldier 76. I mean, he's got a huge IMDb list, and I think he's fantastic. I wouldn't trade him for anything, but they went with the animated voice actors, and so maybe that's what I should have kind of based my score upon.
I think so.
All right. Well, maybe I'll give it a 4. Just go back and edit. Whenever you hear me say 5, replace it with this. 4.
No, we're just going to go back to the fact that Michael just waffled on his own score.
I still like this episode. That's what it comes down to.
Right.
Is it perfect? Nah, probably not.
It is very interesting to me that coming in August, I believe, because the trailer just dropped today, at least one of the new trailers, Marvel What If, the new animated Marvel What If series.
Yeah.
And guess what?
Mark Ruffalo is the Hulk.
Guess what?
What?
Jeffrey Wright as the Watcher, Haley Atwell as Peggy Carter, Josh Brolin as Thanos, Dominic Cooper as Howard Stark, Michael Douglas as Ant-Man, the first Ant-Man, obviously. Yeah. Karen Gillan as Nebula, Jeff Goldblum as Grandmaster, Hemsworth as Thor, Hiddleston as Loki, Jackson as Fury. Okay. Basically, oh man, why didn't they get Gary Chalk? What's wrong with them?
For what?
Dum Dum Dugan is played by Neil McDonough in this.
He's played by Neil McDonough in movies.
Is he really?
He is. You thought Gary Chalk played Dum Dum?
Yeah, 1991 in the David Hasselhoff, Nick Fury and the Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. It was a made-for-TV movie.
Oh, you're kidding. I did not know that.
Really? I'll have to find that for you.
So, anyway. The funny thing is I always thought it was funny that Damien Dark from, the DC, from the Arrow played Dum Dum.
Yeah, I never knew that.
Oh, because you don't look at him because he's got the mutton chops and the helmet.
Wait, why does IMDb list Chadwick Boseman as Star-Lord? What? I don't know. Anyway, but basically it is all the new Marvel What If animated thing that's going to be coming on Disney Plus is all of the MCU people.
So based upon the theory that I just outlined, right?
Uh-huh.
What If should be the most amazing animated feature ever in the history of animated features.
It's supposed to be 10 episodes, so yeah.
Because it's got it's not like, oh, we're going to use the voice actor from the, poorly written TV series. It was animated. They're like, no, we're going to use the voice actors of the actual characters, the actual voices of the people who play them on the screen, the people who have the chemistry, that have the range, that have, everything that, makes the Marvel Universe special enough to go for 20 movies in 10, 15 years, right? Mm-hmm. So I mean, unless the animation really sucks, I'm expecting the writing to be so on point that I'm going to be reduced to tears every time I see it. That might be asking for a little much, but
I have to correct myself. It was 1998 for Nick Fury and the Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, 98. Okay. So nice. It was right in the middle of Gary doing Beast Wars at the time for Optimus Primal.
I think I got my first college degree around that time.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Alrighty then.
Yeah. Anyway.
You are old. We get it.
It's dirt.
That's right. All right. We are going to get the heck out of here because we've gone off on so many tangents tonight. Mission Marvel. What the hell is that?
The rabbit hole is so deep.
Yes.
This is the the duck-billed platypus hole. It's not a rabbit hole anymore.
Yeah. Loki doesn't matter to me until he turns into a platypus.
Oh. So you'll be. Oh no! I don't want to give any spoilers, but there are animal Lokis.
Yes, I know there are. I've already seen the Funko Pops and things like that, so it's fine.
Oh, the alligator Funko Pop is amazing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay, so next Wednesday is season finale. You're gonna watch all 10 episodes?
You mean 6?
It's only 6? Oh my gosh! I should have had 10. It's so good. You're going to watch all 6? It's only 6 hours of your life you'll never get back. Honestly, once you watch through all 6 of them, you'll be like 6 hours of your life that you'll never want back because it was that awesome. I know. I'm selling it too hard, aren't I?
I'll watch it eventually.
It was really good. I really enjoy it. So many Easter eggs. It's like it's crazy.
Well, that's what Loki is for the Easter eggs. I mean, that's really what his character is for the most part. Yes, he does have emotional turns and he does do devious things, but, giving him a 6-episode, at least for the first season, 6-episode series. And I like that. That's one thing I like about Disney Plus and them doing WandaVision had 3 episodes too many, but I get it. But with Falcon and Winter Soldier, 6 episodes for me was more than enough. I loved what they did with Falcon and Winter Soldier. And I want to watch Loki, and I will watch Loki, but I am not. Loki is not a character for me that, oh my God, I have to watch. It's just like, if it was RDJ coming back as Iron Man and doing an Iron Man thing after the snap and all that, sure, fine, whatever, but after he snapped, not after Thanos snapped.
Yeah,
anyway.
That's kind of a weird thing there. Yeah.
Let's go. Move your big tin schnitzels.
On the Simplistic Reviews podcast, we talk movies. We talk TV. We talk.
Hello, Julie, what the heck are you doing?
Trying to make our spots sound more exciting by adding explosions.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could have got the point across with sound effects, not the real thing. Car.
Download the show on iTunes or at simplisticreviews.blogspot.com.
I'm sure your insurance company will cover that.
No, they won't.
No, they probably won't.
Do you like retro cartoons? Then Saturday Morning Rewind is the podcast for you. Join them each month as they talk about classic cartoons and interview legendary voice actors like Jim Cummings.
I am the terror that flaps in the night.
Corey Burton.
Sometimes toys can be so funny.
Rob Paulson.
Sure, Blaine, but how are we going to find chaps our size?
Nancy Cartwright and many more.
Eat my shorts.
So grab a bowl of Lucky Charms.
They're magically delicious.
Put on your hammer pants. Go to SaturdayMorningRewind.com. And be prepared to feel like a kid again. Once again, that's SaturdayMorningRewind.com. Saturday Morning Rewind was voted Best Podcast Ever by its host, Tim Nidell. So it's gotta be good.
Hey gamers, TV's Mr. Neil here. The Gaming Hipster is my personal podcast in which I take you on a journey through my history of gaming, both new and old. Each month is a new topic show in which I bring you my console memories, give reviews of my favorite video games, and talk with cool guests.
People have made cartridges that will let you play Netflix on Nintendo.
I was making sure that I got everything. I was writing it all down.
They fixed that for the third fake prototype.
And that's the first time I remember seeing real animated boobs.
Find the podcast at geekcastradio.com or on Spotify. You can also hear a deluxe version of The Gaming Hipster at ravinghipster.com or patreon.com/Mr. Neil. For $2 a month, you can hear longer versions of the podcast with after-show segments and stuff too raw for the internet. You also get various topic shows, my commentary podcast, The Big Bad Movie Show, commercial-free Geekcast stuff, and more. All at patreon.com/Mr. Neil and ravinghipster.com.
What was that universal greeting again? Never mind, I remember. Ba weep grana, weep nitty bong.
Hey guys, it's Rodimus Primal, and be sure to check out my YouTube channel. Join me as I have Transformers discussions, retrospectives, toy reviews, and more. You can also follow me on Twitter at Rodimus Primal, as well as Facebook and Instagram at Rodimus Primal Show. Transform and roll out, and be sure to check out my content till all are one.
Last big party of the summer, folks. Let's go out with a bang.
Discover a world of vintage and modern toys that's more than meets the eye with the Triple Takeover Toycast.
Hosted by toy writers and photographers Toybox Soapbox, 6O, and TF Square 1, this informal and chilled out series of discussions cover everything from vintage Transformers to Mask, Diaclone, Microman, and more, be it nostalgic or current.
Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual robot enthusiast, all are welcome.
Triple Takeover Toycast.
Thank you for joining us here on Palka, the podcast organization without a cool acronym where we're supposed to be talking about anything but Phineas and Ferb, apparently. There are several ways to get in contact with us to leave feedback for the show. Visit the website, geekcastradio.com, where you can listen to and comment on all of our other episodes from this show and all the other shows we've done over the last 12, almost 13 years. Send any email to feedback@geekcastradio.com. Here are all the ways you can listen to us nowadays. Apple and Google Podcasts, please leave us reviews. Spotify and any other podcatching client you choose to use. leave the show's feedback in iTunes, which is what I already said earlier. Follow us on Twitter. I am at TFG1Mike. You can follow at Geekcast Radio as well. What is your Twitter?
Pecan CT Michael.
I'm a fan on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Geekcast Radio Network. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Palka and wish you'll join us next time when we will be giving you our thoughts on the next 4 episodes of Phineas and Ferb Season 4, featuring, it's actually 2 episodes, but it's 4 cartoons, folks, featuring Thanks But No Thanks, Troy Story, like that's original, and Love at First Bite and One Good Turn. For now, I am TFG1 Mike with
Michael Wilson.
Thank you for listening. Until next time.
But wait, there's more.
All right. Thank you for joining us here on Palka, the podcast organization without a cool acronym. Apparently, we're supposed to be talking about Phineas and Ferb, folks. I think we've done everything but that tonight.
I talk about what I want.
That's right. There are several ways to get in contact with us to leave feedback for the show. Visit the website geekcastradio.com where you can visit where you can listen to and comment. Shut up. I was going to recover myself, but now you just interrupted me. So now I
can't say fuck and recover.
Yes, I can.
Children's programming.
Silent. Fuck. Silence.
With great power comes great fucking responsibility.
That's going to be an outtake. That's your own damn fault for saying that.
Yeah. With great power comes great responsibility.
And I'll put the fuck right there.
Hey, no fucking around.
Aren't you a little young to be a podcaster?
No, I'm not. Aren't you a little old to be watching this cartoon show?
Yes, I am. It's good to see the nation's senior citizens taking an interest in cartooning.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
There's not really any more. That's about it.
Maniacal laughter.
But, whatever.